So in this video, we will be talking about the different types of severe weather that we experience in South Carolina. This aligns with our South Carolina state standards of learning about how severe weather conditions happen and explain why we should take specific safety measures. Different kinds of weather that we experience here in South Carolina is flooding, tornadoes, lightning, thunderstorms, and hurricanes. So the first one is flooding. Whenever flooding occurs, that is when a large amount of water covers the ground when the ground is very dry. One of the ways that flooding can occur is when a water system, such as a dam, breaks. And then the next one is when there's heavy rainfall and the water cannot suck in all of that water within a timely manner. So it has nowhere else to go but on the ground. And in the bottom picture, you will see that there is flooding, and this is sort of what you would expect to see in a place that has had heavy rainfall or something like a dam breaking or a river overflowing. So some safety tips that can be taken during a flood is, first of all, find shelter. Make sure that you are in a building or somewhere that can keep you out of the dangerous waters because of different animals that will be in there. There are possibly venomous animals like snakes or alligators. Then make sure that you do not walk through flooded areas. Flooded areas, whenever there's a certain amount of water, it can knock you off your feet and cause damage or even death. And of course, whenever there's flooding, try to move to higher ground. Another severe weather condition that we have in South Carolina is a tornado. We don't necessarily see those much around here, but they do happen. And if you look at that top picture, you'll see a tornado, and that is when a lot of high winds are circulating in a funnel type, and then tornadoes can cause multiple damage, housing or buildings to be completely demolished. They can flip cars, you have flying debris, and all of these other things that could happen. An important thing to do is to stay indoors. Whenever you hear on the weather or you see one coming up, get inside as quickly as possible. Stay away from doors, windows, and find a place that is in the center of your house in order to have an enclosed place. Stay away from trees and other things like that because they will be falling and you could possibly be hurt. Lightning is one that we see quite often. So lightning is a large bolt of electricity that contracts whenever there is a certain amount of energy that is needing to be released. And if you look at these pictures, these are some types of bolts of lightning that you may see. Some safety tips for lightning is the old saying, when thunder roars, go indoors. That is very important. It is important that you go somewhere where electricity is not attracted because lightning will hit it. Avoid water, so that means don't take a bath, try not to wash your hands, go to the bathroom, or one thing that we love to do during the summer, swim. Make sure that you get away from the pools and indoors. Stay off of electronics because electronics are normally hooked up to electricity, and thunderstorms are most common in South Carolina, or at least around here. It mostly has lightning, thunder, high winds, and heavy rain. Thunderstorm safety tips that we can definitely go by is stay indoors. Just like with lightning in the previous slide, make sure when you hear thunder roaring, go indoors. Stay indoors until it is over and avoid water. Make sure if you are out swimming and you hear thunder or you see a bolt of lightning, get out as quickly as you can because lightning can be seen from 25 miles away, but you can also be electrocuted then too. So avoid trees and tall structures because lightning is very attracted to those types of things. Hurricanes. This is one that we see most times between June and November. We've had quite a few severe ones in the past couple of years. But if you look at this picture here, this is what a hurricane looks like from space. So hurricane safety tips, one thing that is most important, stay indoors. Stay out of the way of windows and doors. Gather up supplies. Make sure you have food such as bread and water and non-perishable foods, just in case the hurricane causes the trees to fall in the roads or down power lines and you cannot get to a grocery store. So, as we've talked about before, flooding, tornadoes, lightning, thunderstorms, and hurricanes, always be prepared and make sure to keep up with your local weather service station.